film. Starting tomorrow, you can see him in My Life So Far. Please welcome Malcolm McDowell. So much to talk about. And you know what? I always forget, you've been on the show before. You're a very intimidating person.
You're scared of me, aren't you, Conan?
I'm scared of Urkel. I'm scared of many of our... No, you've played so many...
You're a big guy. What's the matter with you?
Very
just
thin
a great,
arms.
big, soft cream puff, huh?
That's me.
Okay.
I have a big man's body, but when I get into a fight, I go, quit it! I'm calmer now. So much to talk about, but first of all, Star Trek. You're in the Star Trek movie, and
yes.
Your fame in the Star Trek world is that you were finally the character that killed Captain Kirk.
I'm the one who actually got rid of the man, yeah.
Yeah, now, you say that with such glee.
Well, let me tell you,
How did Trekkies respond, first of all?
they really love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just check out the internet. There was a death threat on,
Because you killed Kirk.
Yes, yes. I think it was just somebody having a bit of fun, but, you can't take too many chances. So, I was publicizing the film, so pointed this out to Paramount, that I don't think I really want to walk down the streets, but there's a death threat on my life,
Right.
No movie's worth that. And so they said, we'll assign a detective. And this poor man had to stay in the hotel in New York, and he'd come out, we'd look around. Of course, the streets were totally deserted.
Yeah, and
there was not one fan, nothing.
But also,
nobody knew I was in the movie.
Yeah. But also, like, a Star Trek nerd, that's not the person to fear, Ding dong, late at night, open, you're getting yours.
I didn't know you liked Star Trek.
Well, come on, it's a great series. Did you enjoy working with William Shatner? We've had him on the show many times. He's quite the character.
Isn't he? He can laugh at himself. He's full of laughs. He's great at one-liners, and he sings beautifully. Have you heard his rendering of
Yeah, we all know Rocket Man and all the classics
brilliant,
he does.
Brilliant. Yeah, I know. Well, we finished shooting on the very day that I was, killed him in the film. We finished the sequence, and I was sitting back in the chair in this desert outside of Vegas, and he came and sat next to me. He said, "Do you mind if I, Malcolm? Do you mind if I put on the tape recorder?" I said, "No. What's this for, Bill?" He said, "I like to. I'm going to write a book about this."
He writes like a book a day.
I know. He writes a book about anything. He sneezes. He writes a book. I said, "Sure. Help yourself." He said, "Okay. Yeah. What does it really feel like to have killed an American icon?" He said, "Are you referring to yourself? I suppose." I said, "Well, I'm totally all overcome here, Bill, but let me tell you this. I think that half of the people are going to applaud me, and half of the people are going to hate me." Mm-hmm. And he said, who's going to applaud you?" I said, "The people that have had it up to here, 30 years of you, Bill."
Which went over really well.
No, you loved it.
You also did something where I think is very challenging. You took the role of Mr. Rourke in the all-new Fantasy Island for ABC.
Yes, I did indeed.
And what's it like stepping into that role? I mean, first of all, how did you approach Mr. Rourke differently than, of course, Ricardo Montalban's rendition?
I didn't do it with an accent. At least only with an English accent.
There you go, yeah.
I had fun saying, "I'm your host, Mr. Rourke. Welcome to Fantasy Island." That was fun. Every week I got to say that.
Right.
On this one big, long pier in Oahu that was absolutely baking, boiling. There was no shade.
Right.
We stood there all day, 8 hours. The feet were on fire. Myself, Edward Hibbert, and Louis Lombardi, and Machin.
And you had there was no tattoo in this series. There was no Hervé Villachez.
The only tattoo was right here. You want to see it?
Why did...
This is on late night. They're all asleep by now.
Why wasn't that?
By the time I get on, they're all asleep.
Why wasn't in the ad? Why wasn't that in the ad for the TV series?
Thank you. I wanted to say that at the ABC conglomerate thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to see any tattoos in this show. The only tattoo is right here.
Yeah.
But they said, no, that's you can't say that.
Crazy. It would have killed. They would have loved it.
Of course they would.
They're insane. They don't know TV the way I know TV.
And you know TV.
Trust me. We just had a bear in a Hitler suit. Or was it a Hitler in a bear suit?
I heard the silence. It was deafening.
That killed. Anyway, I always hear laughter. When I go home and I'm in the shower, I hear laughter. Let's talk quickly because we must do this. You were in Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange.
Yes, I was in Clockwork Orange.
And the man.
Thank you.
And of course, he just passed away, and everybody is talking about the man. Great filmmaker, great director.
Yeah.
Everyone's giving their stories. What was it like? You worked with the man. First of all, what is your favorite of all the Stanley Kubrick movies? What do you think was his best movie?
I'd have to say, on reflection, Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. It's your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen any of the others.
It's all crap. You're not missing anything. What was he like to work with? Because everyone, they talk about him being an eccentric person. Other people say not only is quite gregarious.
He was fairly eccentric. I mean, he used to go around for lunch. He'd order in Chinese, and he'd be eating like stewed pears and then a piece of pork.
Right.
And I'd say, Stanley, do you really want to eat like that? And he went, this is how Napoleon used to eat. I went, Chinese? He went, no.
Yeah, Chinese food. Napoleon loved takeout food.
Exactly.
People don't know that about Napoleon.
No, they don't know that about Napoleon.
And what was he like on the set? I mean, if he was there working on...
Oh, he was great. I went into him in his office once. He had these earphones on like this, and I said, Stan, he went, shh. 20 minutes of this. I thought, wow, he's listening to the new Von Karajan recording of Beethoven's Ninth. It's going to be great. They're going to use it in the film. After 20 minutes, he takes the thing, and he goes, there's been another near miss at Heathrow Airport. What? He said, the traffic controllers. I'm listening to the tower.
He would listen to the control tower?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Told me not to fly. Don't use British Airways.
Yeah. He didn't do ads for them, I remember, yeah.
No ads.
The movie My Life So Far opens nationwide tomorrow.
Great. It's a comedy. It's beautiful. It's about forgiveness. It's a great, charming film, and I play a good man.
Okay.
I really do. Sweet guy, a really
and a very intimidating, scary good man, I'm sure.
No,
I'm just kidding. Malcolm, it's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for doing it. Malcolm McDowell. We'll take a break. When we come back, Wanda Sykes will be here.